Guys, I've been an entrepreneur since ninth grade in high school, never had a job, never had a resume, and I've been a real estate investor since 2006. In today's session is about 9 things that I wish I knew before I became a landlord, all right? And I want to shoot straight with you, okay? If you have that fucking dream, just go for it, brother. You got to go for it. And this is not financial advice, but it doesn't matter if you want to write a book, you want to be a landlord, you want to be a real estate investor, you want to start your own pizza place, coffee shop, whatever. You just got to go for it. Here's the thing, my man, my brother. There's risk in everything you do. Even when you eat food, right? There's a chance that the food can get clogged up in your air pipe. And that's why there's a maneuver for it. You know, you learn in first aid class, right? To save lives. So the point of the story is, it doesn't matter if you're going to get a job, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, there's a risk. Some things have a little bit less risk than other things, but if you want to be your dreams, there's always a risk. And my message to you is that if you have that dream in your heart to be a landlord for whatever reason, then you got to go for it. And it is going to be hard, my man. It is going to be hard, my brother. I know that it's going to be hard. Okay, why do I say it's going to be hard? One of the most important things that it's going to be hard is not that you have to learn how to put the flooring in or how to do this, and that. None of that stuff. What's going to be hard is you have to change. You have to be able to conquer your own fears, the things you don't want to do. And that's what makes it extremely hard. When you're chasing your dreams, when you're chasing your heart, you got to change, my man, my brother. I know that. You have to change. And that is the hardest thing to do. I mean, I can give you stories after stories after stories of myself where I had to change. I had to get on the phone and I was scared to talk to people, right? I had to learn how to, ask probing questions so I could identify these sellers or the client's motivation if they want to use my moving company or if they want to get a listing or if they want to sell their home at a deep discount with seller financing. Let me add that to it. So the point of the story is, whatever you're going to do, if you think about why it's not going to work, if you think about all the negative reasons, then guess what? It's not going to work. But if you think about all the positive reasons and why you want it, and sure, there's going to be difficulties in it, but that's where the change comes in. You have to change yourself to be able to be your dreams. And being a landlord, if you're not going to be able to change yourself, then, that's the biggest hurdle. Because that part of that fear is why you're thinking all the negativity, why it's not going to work, and you're listening to videos like this. Okay, well, what you'll learn it, okay, after you make the decision to start being it. I hope you heard what I just said. I said you'll learn it after you make the decision to start being it. And that's how it works with bodybuilding. I saw Arnold, and when I was younger, and I read his books, and then a bully dude, I was in 6th grade, and a guy in high school, 12th grade, he wanted to fight me for whatever reason, and I was idiot enough to say yeah, and I didn't realize how much power these guys have. And he hit me one time, and I did it 360, and after that day, I realized, man, bro, I want to hit the gym, and that was 6th grade. You know what I mean? And there was one other personal reason, but it doesn't matter that, you could be even like my dad was very abusive too. So those 3 things was the final motivation for me to start hitting the gym, dude. And since that time, I've been working out, and then I learned how to work out by reading books, and because it was before the internet, and then, hiring, a professional bodybuilder to help me go into gyms that were very professional, and realize there's a science to it. And then I went and got my degree in it because I wanted to become better at it and learn about biomechanics, and wanted to learn about physics and the pre-meds, because it was very interesting to me how the body worked, right? And the more I could learn about it, the more I learned how to exhaust it to stimulate muscle growth in a short period of time, or whatever the goal was, right? By understanding it. And I work with people that had disabilities. I work with people that were going through college, right? and everyone in between, and by learning that, people that have strokes and what happens to that, and retraining their brain, like learn that it's not all about the muscle, it's about your brain and nerve communication determines a lot about muscle growth as well, not just the metal, you know what I mean? So I learned so many different things. But if I was just thought about it, well, I'm not, how am I going to learn all this stuff, man? There's no internet, blah, blah, blah. I would never start working out, bro, never. And so the point of the story is you got to make the decision first. And then when you jump into the water, then you will come out and then you'll start Googling stuff on how to swim or how to do the stroke. And then you jump in there again and you try it again. And this, because if you sit around and you learn my 9 stories and Bob's 9 stories and Jose's 20 stories, all you're going to hear is some negative stuff, brother. I don't die. And I want you to be a winner. To be a winner, you just got to make a fucking decision. How did that idea even get into your head? Well, I read it somewhere. Why were you seeking for it? Everyone wasn't seeking for it, you know what I mean? Or even thinking about it, but you weren't. And that's my message. That's my 9 message, brother. I don't know how many messages that is, but my point is you can do it. You're a powerful being. Success is certain for me, but this is our mantra at Mr. No Fluff, that's the success for you. You repeat that over and over. Success is certain for me. I'm a powerful being. Success is certain for me. I'm a powerful being. Much love, brother.